Good morning, it's Amber, your superhero stylist, and it's July 2nd. I'm going to give you a rundown of Marvel Divas #1. Now, a lot of you out there are probably thinking, why on earth would I take my time to do this? Well, because Firestar is one of my favorite all-time characters, and she's back, sort of, in Divas. I say sort of because she's retired as Firestar, so she's just plain old Angelica Jones. And she's got 3 wonderful gal pals. We have Patsy Walker, who is Hellcat, Felicia Hardy, the Black Cat, and we've got Monica Rambo, who is Captain Marvel. And of course the story is set in New York City, like most Marvel stories seem to be. Each lady brings her own particular stereotype into this story, which sort of follows decades of television, cookie-cutter sitcoms and dramas. So it's all, going to feel familiar with characters that you've known and loved, just like on television. Monica Rambo, she's this badass sister from New Orleans, and now she's in New York, and she's got serious romantic commitment issues. The funny thing is that the person who's, longing after her is Brother Voodoo. So I don't really know continuity-wise how this plays out, because Brother Voodoo's got his own great big thing going on with the Avengers right now. So it's just funny about, what a voodoo priest does to try and woo this lovely lady. Felicia, on the other hand, is a reformed villain, who lost her fortune when the stock market tanked. So, of course, a very wealthy, dreamy Prince Charming comes along and wants to give her a personal bailout. And she's horribly insulted to, the idea of taking a man's money in order to start her business, Cat Investigations. So that just sets her off completely, and she vows that she will somehow come up with this money on her own. Now, her friends, of course, wonder, what's a former jewel thief, going to do to come up with money. So they are concerned about her. As a fan, I was a little curious because I didn't read Heroes for Hire, and suddenly Black Cat has these Lady Deathstrike talons. That was not in the cartoons, so I don't know where that came from, but apparently Felicia's actually got these superpowers aside from the super serum, the super soldier serum, like Captain America. So I don't know if that's a new thing, to be perfectly honest. Patsy Walker and her publisher, Lola, are the comic relief of this series, and they really are hysterical, just the little quips that go on. The book actually opens with this launch party for Patsy's new book, and we get a glimpse into her love life. So imagine you meet a woman and you find her interesting, and oh, by the way, she's a superhero, but she's like a, B-lister or C-lister. But that's not the thing. It's that, she used to date the son of Satan, Damon Hellstrom, yeah. And then rumors abound that Tony Stark might have also hit that. Yeeks. That might be a chick you want to avoid. I don't know. Just saying. But that brings you back to Angelica Jones. And she's depressed and whiny and crying through the entire issue. And you kind of think it's just because she's got a broken heart. But the end is, supposed to be this big, devastating reveal. It's not original. I don't think the book tries to be original. It's clearly a parody of Sex and the City in spandex. So, but it's fun that way. And I do think that there are reasons people will want to read it. It's not serious, but yet it's got some really beloved characters. The art is shiny, it's pretty. The close-ups of the Black Cat and Monica are just stunning. They look like the paparazzi was really eavesdropping on their conversations and took some glamour shots of them. It's great. It's also inevitable to compare Marvel Divas to Gotham City Sirens. Sirens came out the week before, and involves 3 hot chicks who kind of quasi-bad girls of the DC universe getting together. The books really, I don't think, are going to have that much in common. Sirens is written by Paul Dini, and that first issue really has a lot more substantial storytelling to it. Catwoman and Black Cat are always going to be compared because of how similar they are. But in this particular case, it's going to be Selena and Angelica that probably have more in common. So I think that it's perfectly valid to read both books and not think that one is copying the other, or one beat the other to the shelves. They don't seem to really be that similar in tone. So take it for what you will. That's what I think of Marvel Divas and Sirens. If you really want to stick with just fantastic storytelling, then Sirens is the way to go. But for fun, Marvel Divas is out there, and it's only a 4-parter. So thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe before you log out.